Hey everyone, Leroy here with the latest round of employee interviews, and I have sitting here to my left Camille Goleb, our I&D Program Manager, and she's new with the company. I want her to introduce herself and tell us all a little bit about herself.
Yeah, my name is Camille Goleb. I work here in Pittsburgh, but I am the Program Manager for Inclusion and Diversity at Koppers, a position that I'm really excited to take because it means I get to be a little everywhere and doing a little of everything.
Okay, Camille, so as I already mentioned, I mean, you're new to Koppers, so tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of your background.
I love animals, I love eating, I love cooking, really just having adventures, traveling.
You're a big traveler, right?
Big traveler,
So
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about some of those experiences.
Yeah, so I think I got my love of traveling when I was really little. My family on my mom's side is Puerto Rican, so It was very important for her to get us to the island to experience a little bit of like what that means. So it really gave, an experience that I wouldn't have had otherwise. But I've been really not quite all over the world, but I'm venturing out of my hemisphere.
Okay.
One of the coolest trips that I've done is when I was 19. I went to Spain and I walked across all of Spain.
Is that right?
Yeah, by myself.
Wow, that's awesome. You Forrest Gump'd Spain.
I Forrest Gump. Oh, I don't run.
Well,
I don't go very fast.
Well, it still counts.
Yes, but Forrest Gump'd Spain started in France and went all the way to the coast. It was really, really amazing.
Okay, Camille, so I want you to describe your role and responsibilities to folks out there, but I want you to break it down into the remedial level for everybody.
Awesome. So my job is to make sure everybody gets treated fairly and has the same chance to thrive. So, no matter where you come from, what you look like, what you do, how you worship, if you have people that you care for in terms of like dependent care, things like that. My job is to look and make sure that, none of that blocks you from getting to do anything at Koppers, that you still get to thrive, that you get to be yourself. Just basically to make sure that everyone is allowed to be themselves and that is seen as a positive thing.
It's funny. It sounds like the things that we, I remember, trying to teach my kids when they were going to school at 5 years old, right? We teach our kids that sort of stuff, and somewhere along the way, we kind of lose sight of that. So you're bringing us back to that. All right, Camille, anything else here that you'd like the Koppers team to know?
There is. So in terms of the work that I do, I know inclusion and diversity work is kind of unfamiliar for a lot of people. And, I get asked a lot, what is it that I do?
Yeah.
So everything I do is based on this framework called intersectionality. I know that you and I have talked about this just a little bit, but basically what that says is when you're looking at how your policies affect people or how, anything that you do affects people, you can't just say, okay, well, Leroy is a man, so, men need this. You're not just a man, but you have so many different identities.
Right,
you're a father,
sure.
you're, a leader, things like that. So we have to look at all different aspects of a person's identity and how those identities intersect. So by looking at that framework, that's a great way for us to hold ourselves accountable to make sure that what we're doing works for everybody and, is done by everybody. So that means that, no action that I do should be undertaken without full and direct employee participation.
Yeah. Okay, Camille, we're now on to some fun questions for you, okay? So we're going to go through these quick. First thing that comes to mind for you. Okay. Name one thing on your bucket list.
I want to do the walk across Spain again.
Okay.
That's called the Camino de Santiago. It is in my future.
Awesome. If you could switch lives for one day with one person, who would you choose?
Can I say Prince? I know he's dead.
You can. That would be one of mine too. I love Prince.
Except
huge
for the
Prince
dead part.
fan.
Yeah.
I get it, but huge Prince fan. Great. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 10 minutes into the past?
Future, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to see what lies ahead, huh? Best advice you ever received? That's a tough one.
This is going to be a weird one. Stay mad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just don't stay mad at me. Name one material thing you can't live without.
Is food material?
It's anything you want. So yeah, food, fine.
Okay, let's go with snacks, just to be less broad. Snacks.
Most used emoji.
The upside down smiley face.
Yeah? What's that even mean?
I feel like it's just like a slightly like cheekier smiley.
Okay. All right. Would you rather be able to speak any language or be able to communicate with animals?
Animals.
Animals. I
already speak a couple languages.
Knowing how much you love animals. Favorite way to spend a day off?
Yesterday, my husband and I made ourselves a really cool breakfast, went to IKEA, and then we went to Dave & Buster's by ourselves.
Sounds like a fun day. Sounds like a fun day. Which everyday activity, if turned into an Olympic sport, would you win the gold medal in?
Sleeping. I can sleep
there you go.
Anywhere, anytime, so fast.
By the way, I'd actually compete with you in that one, I think, because I can pretty much sleep anywhere.
Koppers Nap Championships,
There you go, right.
2023.
Describe your favorite sandwich in detail.
Oh my God, my favorite sandwich is disgusting, according to my husband. So, all right, so like a really good bread. I'm a white bread girl.
Okay.
I can't do rye or whatever. Lettuce, tomato, maybe some green pepper, cucumbers, pickles, tuna, cheese, barbecue sauce.
Wow. Wow. I don't even know how you invent that, but that sounds pretty cool.
I'm lucky that he stays married to me, honestly. My question is, if you got the chance to bring little Leroy in here, like 7 to 10 years old Leroy, what would he think about your life, your job? If you were like, all right, buddy, like this is what's coming.
Yeah.
What would he think about that?
That's a great question. I knew you were up for this. First of all, little Leroy would probably go and stand in the corner over there because he was painfully shy. I would imagine he would respond the same way that, you know, little Leah and little Allison, my two daughters that are now grown, but when they were this age and they looked at what I did and thought it was pretty boring, and actually they thought, take your kid to work day. They came in and they thought I made copies because they saw me making a couple copies at the copier machine. So I would have I think as a young kid would have no idea what the heck, you know, old me was doing, to be honest with you. All I knew at that time was baseball. It's all I ever wanted to do. Tell me about a CEO or an accountant or stuff like that, and it would have been foreign to me. So I would have been lost. Great question. Thank you. Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, everyone. So Camille Goleb, our new I&D manager, and welcome to the team, Camille, and look forward again to working with you and again seeing the great work you'll be able to do across our organization, helping bring our people together. So thank you for taking the time with us. For everyone else out there, look forward to seeing you on the next 412 or employee interview. Take care, everyone.